Hi everybody, this is Magnum Pi, here with Teku Golgotha, Vahilo, and Dark Templar, as always, and we are Initiative Zero. Thanks for joining us again. This is Rifts, the Face of Evil, and it's that nostalgic first published adventure that was put out in Source Book 1 back in 91. And how are you guys doing out in the middle of everywhere, Teku Golgotha?
Yeah, I'm cold.
Fucking cold, man.
I'm doing great. I don't know what those guys are
It's
saying.
negative 38 outside. It's fucking cold.
That's centigrade,
stupid.
Celsius for you Americans. Yeah, it's a little cold in the Great White North. Yeah. So last time, you guys were still in a pub, at least most of you, and there was an encounter where you were discussing just kind of what it was like to be in the world of Rifts, encountering just what is a human, I think, is what DT was talking about with the guy at the bar. What about, people that get modified and things like that. And then there was a bit of a discussion with the waitress about her impression of the Coalition and the like. So you're getting a feel for the town. And I believe that DT Portland's target, I guess, is still in the bar there, Bragg and his friends as well. And you're there with Sir Luc and Senate. Lex, you were off with the two Psi-Stalkers in the woods north of the town, and you had heard something coming.
Somebody, we kind of made a fire, and somebody was kind of coming up on the other side of the fire from where I am.
That's right. And you didn't sense anything, though. And when it turned out, when the sound, you guys tried to hide yourselves unsuccessfully, unfortunately, with your prowl check. When you did so, though, what stepped into the light was a small dog boy. And
Beagle, I think.
Yeah, a beagle. Let's see. We'll use this one. It's not a beagle, but it's the smaller dog boy token. Ooh. So let's make him giant sized. There we go. So that guy stepped into the fire there. I'll even call him a beagle. Yeah. And he said, "I can smell you. Come out." And that's where we'll start.
So when he says I can smell you, come out, I want to just kind of say back, how much do you smell?
And he just replies, and he kind of levels his pistol. He's got one of those C-18 laser pistols. He's pointing in your direction. "I can see you in the shadows. This is your last chance. Come out."
Well, while you're focusing on me, you got others flanking you on both sides. I'd put that gun down.
He just kind of sniffs the air. And he reaches down for a radio that's hanging from his utility belt.
I think I had my gun out and I was aiming at him, right?
That's right. You had said you were aiming at his head.
Well, I think I was aiming at this kind of part of him that's uncovered. I guess his head would be uncovered because he doesn't have a helmet on, but...
Yeah. But there's...
Okay, so I don't want him to get to that walkie-talkie and radio for backup. So I want to fire. I guess we're rolling initiative.
All right. Let's roll some initiative then.
There you go. I had 19.
Cool. Just finding my notes here. You go first. But let me roll for the other two real quick. All right. Well, there's no way that they're going ahead of you even with their bonuses. So you get to go first.
So I'm in fire.
Okay. So that's going to take you 2 attacks if you're doing a called shot.
I can see him, correct?
You can see him, yeah. Yeah, actually, you were already aiming for the time that it took you guys to converse, so I'll give you that you can pull the shot off on your first attack.
Okay.
It's a minus
So is that
4. You had the grenade launcher. The super laser pistol is what you
Oh,
had.
okay. Right.
And you're not launching the grenade.
Fire away.
Yeah.
No. Hard no.
No. You blast past his head. You can see the tree kind of behind him singe as the blast shoots off into the woods. And springing out of the woods, rushing the dog boy, is Rasputin, and he's going to try to do a body block on him. Yeah, we add 7 to that, so 15 will hit. The dog boy will try to dodge. And he does.
Yes, he dodges.
Yep. He dodges back out of the way as Rasputin basically throws himself at the dog boy, hitting the ground, so Rasputin will be on the ground. The dog boy dodges out of the way, using up his next attack, and that brings us to Sly, who's not really revealing himself yet. He does something, and back to you at the top.
So I'm going to run in, and I guess try and. How about I just come in and punch him?
Yeah,
then?
you could charge him and throw a punch at him for sure. Yeah. If you're doing a called shot, it's gonna. But if you're doing a called shot, it's gonna take 2 attacks. Otherwise, you're just punching his armor, which is gonna hurt.
No, I don't want to punch him in the face.
Yeah. So you're gonna take 2 attacks. So this is your first attack as you run in there and you kind of line up the, you're waiting for him to kind of show a soft spot. Cool. And that brings us back to Rasputin, who uses his action to get to his feet. And Sly does something. And the dog boy who has dodged, you notice he has knuckle spikes and the like. He puts his hands up, ready to engage in melee because you're awfully close. And then he says, "Wait! Your coalition?"
So I'm assuming my fist is up in the air, and I'm just going to say "was."
Okay. So you can continue with the attack
coalition.
if you like. Or do you want to continue with the attack, or do you want to?
Yeah, I'm gonna come in. No, I'm gonna come in swinging.
Okay, so you say "was" and you throw your punch at his face because this would be the second attack now. So go for it. All right, he's going to try to parry. And he's got a +4, so he rolled a 14, which is not enough. And so you punch him in the face and do 8 points of damage to him. To his SDC. Cool. And he's got, you gave him a good pop in the face, and he kind of staggers back a little bit. Rasputin will attempt to tackle him again with a really good bonus there. So that's a 23. This guy's going to have to try to dodge out of the way. He'll attempt again to dodge, and he will not do it. And so Rasputin will do the damage from his body block, and there's a chance he falls down. And he does not. He staggers a little bit, but has taken quite the clobbering. It's his turn now, and he lets out a howl as he... Oh, sorry, he just tried to dodge. Never mind. He's not going to take an action at all. It's back to you at the top. Sly's still hanging out in the shadows, not really doing anything here. Lex, back to you.
Okay, so he's still on his feet.
Yeah, he didn't get knocked down. He staggered back a bit. Rasputin kind of grabbed him and carried him back and then let him go to try to fall, but he just staggered back and stayed on his feet.
Can I step up and punch him again?
You can, but if you're going to line up another punch for his face, so you're going to use up 2 attacks to do so.
So I'd have to wait for that anyways.
Yeah. Okay, so you just start to line up a punch. And, yeah, that will bring us to Rasputin, who's going to line up his next body block, I guess. Yeah. Which leaves the dog boy to try to take a shot at Rasputin. Now this is his last attack. And he will hit Rasputin for 5 points of mega damage. So a blast goes off, yeah, even with the -6 from being a wild, or -7 from being a wild shot in combat, that will still hit Rasputin. And that brings us back to the top to Lex, but you're out of attacks. Comes to Rasputin. He will attempt a body block again. That's a 10. That will hit. The dog boy is going to try to dodge. And he does. He'll use up one of the attacks from the next round to do that. His first attack from the next round is used up. And that leaves Rasputin to line up another attack with his last attack. Let's roll initiative again. All right, Lex, you are first. Then it will be Sly. Lex, then Sly, then Rasputin.
So I'm going to tackle him again.
Cool. And so you will come at him, and he will roll a dodge, using up his second attack now. And he dodges out of the way.
Come on. That's twice that he's rolled 20s on dodges.
I know. Should go to Vegas. Cool. And that brings us to Sly, who again just kind of sits in the background here. I'm just gonna. All right. And we go to the beagle there, who is going to let out a bit of a howl as he tries to take a shot at you. And he will miss, firing off into the direction of the woods with his laser blast. All right. That brings us to Rasputin, who is going to now execute his tackle. Again, the goal is trying to, with the +7s and 25, the dog boy again going to, actually the dog boy dodged, so he doesn't get that last attack, sorry. And the dog boy does not dodge. His dodge is not high enough to overcome Rasputin's attack roll. So the dog boy will take some damage here, which is 10. But he's in armor, so he won't take it. And then there's a chance that he gets knocked down. And he is knocked down. So Rasputin has him on the ground now. That brings us back to the top, to you, Lex.
I want to try and take his walkie-talkie while he's on the ground.
Yeah, for sure.
Rasputin on top of him.
Yeah, you grab his radio, for sure.
Because I'm assuming my knowledge as a dog boy would tell me that he's with his howl, he's kind of signaling to other dog boys to come and help him.
Yeah.
Would I know that?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, he's letting out a call. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically,
would I know?
It's the standard hunting.
To say over the walkie-talkie to get them to stop.
For sure you would. Yeah, you're a trained dog boy.
Off.
Yeah, you're a trained dog boy. The beagle is letting out a standard kind of hunting howl, like found somebody sort of thing. So yeah, but you would totally know how to use that radio to do so. And but you now have the radio. the beagle is on the ground. He's going to have to spend an action to get up here, but he loses his next attack, so he's pretty much out of attacks now. And Rasputin will use his attack to he will try to take off the dog boy's helmet. He is able to do that given his physical prowess. So yeah, he's able to do that. Whip off that dog boy's helmet and toss it aside. Which brings us back to you there, Lex, because Sly is busying himself.
So I want to talk on the radio, and basically say whatever it is that I have to say on the radio to get this incoming dog boy patrol to stop. Basically, just say that, I thought I saw something that was danger, but it was just an animal running through the woods. There's nothing going on here.
Okay, and you notice that there's an awful lot of static on the radio. And you send your message through, we're all fine here now. How are you? Right? And yeah, and oh, somebody got the reference. There we go. Yeah, good job. And and yeah.
Sorry,
But I'm not gonna shoot the radio afterwards.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Good. Yeah. And so yeah, that's what you do. You send your signal out there. And yeah, Rasputin still got some more attacks, so he's going to basically pummel this guy in the head and try to knock him out. So if he gets a natural 20, then he will knock him out. No such luck. He has a +7, -4, +3 will hit the dog boy in the head for another... what is this? Another 8 points of damage to the head. All right, and yeah, that's pretty well the round. So, do you want to continue combat here, or what would you like to do?
Is the dog boy unconscious?
Nope, he's still
Or is he
conscious.
And Rasputin is still holding him down?
He's on top of him. He doesn't, like, the dog boy is struggling. He's not pinned. He's just underneath, like they're struggling, sort of thing. They're just fighting on the ground.
So I want to go and try and talk to this dog boy.
Okay. Yelling at him as he rolls around on the ground, or what are you trying to do? Intimidate him? What are you trying to do?
Much. No, I just want to say, like, I want to try and get him to stop moving. So I just be like, okay, stop. You wanted to know if I was coalition. I kind of see if I can kind of get his attention that way.
All right. Now, Rasputin's not wearing his helmet, and they're struggling around. So he's going to continue to fight. So we're going to have to roll an initiative here.
Okay.
I'll just roll 3d20, and it will be in the order of Rasputin, Sly, and the dog boy. It'll be what each of those is for. All right, Rasputin will go last, then Sly, then the dog boy, and what's your bonus? So your dog boy has a +2 bonus, so he's got a 13.02. He'll go before you. So Sly will go first. Damn. All right. Rasputin, Sly. Then it's the dog boy's turn. He's going to try to bite Rasputin in the face, which means he's taking a called shot. So it's going to take up his first action to wait for the opportunity. As they're rolling around, it's now your turn, Lex. You hear a kind of crackle come over the radio. What's going on over there? What's your location? It's a rather gruff sounding voice, not articulate or anything like that, just kind of demanding.
So I'll come back on the radio and just say, I got separated. I was chasing a scent, but it wasn't anything. So I'm gonna come back to you guys. I should be there in a few minutes.
All right. That will bring us to Rasputin, who will try to punch this guy in the head again, pretty much, with an attempt to knock out, which will take 2 actions, bringing us back to the top. Sly still skulking in the darkness, and the dog boy is going to try to bite Rasputin in the face. All right, and +3 -4 is a 5, so that will still hit. Yeah, you can hear Rasputin yelp. Basically, he lets out a ah like that as the dog boy basically snips at his face and tears a chunk out of his cheek. Blood kind of gushing, and it is now your turn there, Lex.
So, is Rasputin still on top of this beagle dog boy, even though he was bitten?
Again, they're fighting on the ground, so there are times that he's on top. There are other times when the tables are turned. The dog boy is much smaller than him, so Rasputin is on top more often than not, but the dog boy is rather quick. So the knockdown isn't a pin. It just knocked him on the ground. So they're fighting on the ground.
I want to kind of aim another punch for this dog boy, as he is on the ground.
All right. So you're going to get down there to throw a punch, or do you want to try a kick?
I can try a power kick.
Power kick will take, well, if you're just doing a power kick, it's 2 attacks, but it'll hit his armor. If you're trying to target it, it'll be 3 attacks then.
Oh, okay. And if I just do a regular kick, it will be 2 attacks.
If you're trying to kick him in the head.
But I can target his head where he took off his helmet.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, so you're trying to kick him in the head as you're waiting for the opportunity as they roll around there. And Rasputin, who had been bitten in the face, will now, because he has a simultaneous attack, will try to attack here. And we'll see what he gets. Nope, total miss. The bite to the face was just too much there. And so that goes back to the top of the round then to Sly. Yeah. And so that brings us back to the dog boy, who will try to bite again. So he's targeting Rasputin's face. And that brings us to you, Lex. This is your second attack, right? You were targeting a kick, so you can execute the kick.
I'm going to give him that kick.
Yeah. Aiming for the head, -4 is your penalty.
Oh shit, I didn't roll it with the -4.
That's okay, we'll take 4 off, and that means that you rolled a 4, which is a miss. Back to Rasputin, who is going to line up another shot. And Dog Boy is going to try to bite his face. All right. He comes at the face. He gives a nip to Rasputin, and Rasputin will try to parry by pushing his face away. So we'll see what happens. And his parry will definitely beat out that other guy's strike. So he will block the dog boy's attempt at biting. And then he will... we go to him. He's going to, like I said, line up another knockout. And that brings us back to Sly, who does something. And Lex, back to you.
Okay. So I guess I'll line up another kick.
Okay, so you're waiting again. And Dog Boy attempts to bite. Rasputin will attempt to punch. Boom. KOs him. At the same time, he will do double damage. which is 16 points of damage. And you have a knocked out dog boy. So that will bring combat to the end. Yeah. Just quickly summarize for me what you want to do with your knocked out dog boy.
So this thing's a beagle. Is he big enough that his armor would fit me?
Only because you are a very small golden retriever, his armor will fit you.
Oh, rock on. Yeah, I'm taking that armor.
Yeah, for sure. So you strip him of the armor. Do you take his weapons as well?
Oh, yeah. Everything that makes me look Coalition.
All right. So I'll let you know what you get from him. You can just jot it down as a note for now. We'll worry about things getting onto your sheet later.
Okay.
What you have is you realize that this dog boy is outfitted with standard long-range recon squad equipment. He has his light riot armor, which you would now have. It has a mega damage of 30, similar to the one that you had originally. He has a C-18 laser pistol, which you have already on your sheet. He has a vibro saber, which is it does 2d4 mega damage. It's a longer vibro blade. He has a conventional knife, so like a survival knife. He has a submachine gun that's slung over his back that's probably gotten tossed as he's been rolling around on the ground and things like that. The fist spikes, and he also has a fragmentation grenade. In addition, he has the short-range radio, which you currently have.
Okay, as I'm stripping him down, can we have Rasputin check on Sly and see what's going on with him?
Oh yeah. Well, as you're doing,
join us in the fight.
As you're doing that, Sly walks out. He has his backpack radio in his hands, and he's like, I was trying to jam him the whole time, but I just wasn't able to isolate the frequency till the very end.
So, what do you think? Do you think that his crew is coming this way?
Rasputin, who's basically dabbing his face now with a cloth, says, well, he let out that howl, and you talked to him on the radio. Man, you don't know how far away they were, so you shouldn't have given that time frame.
Well, it gives us a couple minutes now. I think, regardless, we got to get the hell out of here.
That's right. What are we doing with him?
Throw him into the bush? Take him with us? What do you guys think?
Well, they'll smell him one way or the other. They know his scent.
Yeah, I think they're gonna, no matter what though, I think taking him with us is just gonna slow us down.
Well, he's not going to be unconscious for long.
Well, can you guys carry him?
Well, we could probably carry him, yeah. He's not that big.
Or what are you suggesting?
I'm not suggesting anything one way or the other, but he's not going to be unconscious for long. If we want to do anything, we're going to have to bind him.
Yeah, well, let's do that, and I don't know if we want to take him with us. We can take him with us.
It's going to take me a few minutes to get that power armor back on.
Okay, well, you get working on that. I'll bind him and get him ready to move.
All right. Cool. We are going to jump over to the other guys in the bar here. Senate, Portland, Sir Luc, there you are.
All right. Okay, so I'm going to reach out and for my hand for Sir Luc here. And I'm like, hey, my name's Portland.
I'll look over and shake his hand. Luke, nice to meet you.
And I'm going to reach the other hand there. Portland.
And I'll shake his hand and say, Phoebe, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. This here's Clive.
Then he raises
He's a resident here.
He raises his glass to you.
Yeah. Where are you guys from?
I'm a farm outside of a farm up north.
Hear that, Clive? Another outsider. You coming to visit?
Yeah, just kind of passing through.
Just kind of passing through. All right, cool. Taking up the Clive here's got apparently some really good fishing holes I'm planning to explore.
Oh, is that the case?
Yeah. Apparently fishing's all the rave around here.
Well,
Right,
It's a fishing village.
I suspect that's how they make their living.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So being outsiders, where are some places you've been to?
Okay, and Sir Luc is thinking, what the fuck is he going on about?
I'll inform the telepaths.
Yes.
What? Answer the damn question. We're gonna have a conversation here. Seriously, my God.
I've just been wandering south, just looking for work.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I'm just
Cool.
a rambler. My village was burned down, and here we are.
Indeed,
You guys,
here we are.
You guys big into exploring and stuff?
Oh, no, I'm not an explorer. No,
There's an
not for me.
intent, but exploring, there's an intent behind. I'm more just a wanderer.
No, fair enough. Come across like any magic users?
I
around.
don't believe I've ever seen a magic user. I
Not
don't even
around
know
these
what one
parts.
looked like if I stumbled upon one.
You wouldn't know what to do if you stumbled upon one.
I don't know what they would look like. What? Yeah, I wouldn't have a clue.
Oh, I've seen
Yeah,
them.
they definitely can be very sneaky, right,
Yeah.
Clive?
Yeah.
Clive looks over at you, looks at Sir Luc. What kind of work do you do? You look like you're built like a shit brick house.
Brick shit.
He's drunk.
Construction, manual labor, farming.
You're way too big to be a farmer. You look like you've seen some action.
Oh, I mean, you have to, sometimes defend your home, I suppose.
You know how to fish?
Yeah, I fish. Yeah, I fish.
That's good.
So, Luke, what's your opinion on magic?
I have no opinion one way or the other. I mean, I've I just, it is what it is. It's in the world.
It's terrible, says Clive.
Yeah, terrible. Don't you agree?
It isn't what it is. It's why there's all these problems in the world right now. What do you think brings all the creatures in?
Well, there are lots of problems, and that's just one of them.
Yeah.
Well,
If I could have more beer, I'm growing increasingly uncomfortable. Like, what the fuck is he going on about?
Yeah.
Why is he drawing attention to us?
And Bragg
Right,
stumbles
right.
over again. Need some more beer, and he slams the 3 mugs down on the
you
the
know
bar.
what? Another round on me, Bragg. Another round on me.
Am
All
I
right,
getting
you heard
anything?
him,
'Cause
barkeep.
I had used telepathy on this guy. Am I getting anything out of him, or is it just becoming like a drunken, sloppy mess up there?
A lot of the things that he's thinking
Electric
about,
beat.
a lot of the things that he's thinking about are kind of things to his own advantage. Who he could probably take in here, pretty confident about himself. These newcomers are weird, right? Things like that. Need more
Hey,
beer.
Bragg. Hey, Bragg, just a quick question. You think this guy over here is a farmer? Look at him. He claims he's a farmer.
I said I worked on a farm.
Sorry. You're getting quite semantic here. My apologies.
And Bragg
Farmhand.
looks over at Luke, says, "What'd you grow?"
Barley primarily, Durham.
Durham? He says,
It's
Durham.
a type of wheat.
"Oh, wheat then. Wheat and barley. Sounds like you know how to drink beer."
I drink my fair share.
Good. Because this guy's buying. And he slaps Portland hard enough on the shoulder that he has to stagger forward a little bit.
Oh, man. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a rub kind of thing.
I'm going to go ahead and drop my telepathy because I feel like I'm not really getting anything out of this.
So, Brad, you were saying earlier about the history of this place, about magic users in this place. So, just curious, would you have ever done anything not horrifically bad, not like crime against humanity or magic user, but you know what I'm saying? You ever kill anybody?
Yeah, he says very nonchalantly.
like to get the magic users out of this town?
Well, there were no
You're saying
magic
you were
users
busting
in this
some heads
town.
and stuff like that. There are no magic users in this town?
No, we keep them from coming in.
Oh, I see. No, I mean like before when there were magic users here.
That was a long time ago. There was one, right? That's what Clive was saying.
Yeah, like John or something like that, right? You were saying, Clive?
And he's like, well, there was the psychic that the dog boys found. Is that who you're talking about?
I guess so.
I'm going to perk up a little bit and kind of say, psychic, here? Where?
The coalition took care of him. Was living among us for a long time.
And the coalition took him? He's gone now?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Not fast enough, said Bragg.
And I'll try and appear a little more visibly shaken than otherwise and just say, yeah, I haven't seen any magic users or psychics since passing through Laszlo, and those psychics, they get upstairs, they get in your brain, they turn your thoughts against you, they muddle everything up, turn you backward and send you on your way.
And as he's saying that too,
I'm getting the 1,000-yard stare. We're going for it.
As he's saying that, I'm like, yeah, fuck those DBs, and like raise my glass, like nice and loud.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. We're staring now.
I'm just my eyebrows raises at that. Like, what the hell is he on?
Yeah, and
Drunk?
And there's a few cheers that go when you say that there, DT, or well, when Portland says that. And yeah, and Clive says, well, not all psychics are DBs. Some look human.
Oh, they could be among us.
Gonna mumble,
Yeah.
get upstairs and muddle everything up.
Yeah. Bragg picks up his 3 mugs and walks back over to his friends and distributes them. Clive says, yeah, your friend's not wrong. They'll get up into your head. That's why we're glad that we've got the coalition around now. They can ferret them out.
How often do they come around looking?
Well, they're in town every so often. Not any on regular schedule.
It's too bad they're so far. Gonna intentionally start scratching at the skin behind my left ear as though there's something back there.
Okay. Clive.
Well, it seems as though like the only good magic user around here is a dead magic user.
Clive nods. Pretty much. Can't think of any good use for him.
Hey, Senate, you okay?
Phoebe Sorrow.
Yes.
Senate, I thought you were Phoebe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Were we on the same boat?
Yeah.
Boat, says
Gonna
Clive.
look at him side-eyed.
I thought you boys walked in from the north.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I came through on one of the boats, falling out with the captain.
Clive drinks his beer. The
Well,
bartender
enjoy your
starts
drink,
to
boys. I'm gonna take a piss.
raise an eyebrow, kind of cleaning the glasses as you guys stagger through your apparently improvised persona.
I'm gonna go take a piss. Like not in real life. I mean, like in this game.
Yeah, so you head out, find the outhouse or a tree or whatever you want to use.
Use the outhouse, I guess. If that's what's available.
I'm gonna whisper to Senate. What the hell was that about?
And without even looking, I'm going to say, the things that Portland does to this point, do they surprise you?
Continuously, they probably shouldn't.
Then why are you still surprised?
Touche.
Definitely stick with the Phoebe, say, or if you could, though. It's a bit of an improv, but, we'll run with it. I don't know what he's doing, but let him go.
Yeah. Done. Absolutely.
What's
How
his
far north?
with these?
Says the bartender.
Oh shit.
I'll give him the name of an area or a location that's kind of, sort of known, but kind of obscure as well.
Okay. Not that you would necessarily know of any particular names of farms or anything like that, I guess, but you just kind of speak about a region to the north of here.
Near a community. Yeah.
And he's like, huh.
Yeah.
And your village was destroyed, huh? Says to Senate.
Years ago.
What was its name?
I lost it. And I'm going to, again, start scratching behind my left ear.
Okay.
It's been so long. It's been so many steps. Mom and Pop resettled, and I couldn't go with them and watch them rebuild from nothing again.
All right. I can see how that might be. And he just kind of starts focusing on cleaning his glass again. You notice that he hasn't picked up another one the whole time. He's just been cleaning the same glass.
So, in the outhouse, is there anyone around me? Is there like a lineup, or is it just me?
No, somebody staggered out as
In
you
the
staggered
outhouse?
in.
Okay. So there's no one around me then.
Nope, you're alone.
Sounds good. I'm gonna go invisible.
Okay.
I was going to ask if the floor was sticky, but that'd be a throwback to like years ago at this point.
The nectar.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Floor nectar. Yeah.
All right.
Jesus. Oh, God.
We don't have time for that. Keep going.
Callbacks.
Yeah, so you become
So I'm
invisible.
gonna go invisible here.
All right. And then what do you do?
Taking off the PPE. Okay. I'm gonna kind of peer into where the bar area is.
Okay, so you
I
head
can
back.
see into the bar area.
Yeah, you head.
And,
So this is just so you're aware.
Head back that way.
This is literally an outhouse. It's not attached, right? You didn't go to the bathroom by walking into a small room. You left the bar, or now you have to come back. Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. All right. So you peer through a window, or
Well, can I do magic through a window? Or do I have to be like?
it depends
or
what you're
like
trying
the
to
wall
do.
Separation will fuck me over. Just curious.
It depends what you're trying to do.
I am going to make Sir Luc's pint glass float.
What?
All right. So you
Like,
are using.
slightly levitate.
What's the name of the spell you're using?
Levitation. Works.
Okay. So you begin to levitate Sir Luc's mug, peering through the window there.
I'm going to grab it very, very quickly.
Okay. You grab it very
and hold
quickly.
it.
All right. Cool. Good times.
And start drinking from it.
Yeah. So the most that it can pick up is 260 pounds, which means that you could exert 260 pounds of force rather easily, but I don't know if you would be able to drink from it while doing so. But it'd be rather shaky as you're trying to do it. But
I'm not going to drink from it. Well, I mean, would it be really super shaky? I'm pretty strong.
you're strong.
Yeah,
give
you
me-
should definitely enter into a test of trials on this one. Yeah.
What's your physical prowess?
My physical prowess is 15.
15? Okay. So give me a d20 roll. You're trying to roll a 15 or less.
Why?
It's a test of your dexterity to see you can hold it,
Oh,
but if you're
okay,
trying to actually do anything finely resolved with it. Yeah.
Okay, so I got to roll a d20, right?
Yeah.
All right.
There you go. Yeah. So you're able to. Just once will be fine.
Oh, there. I rolled twice. Sorry.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
both
yeah.
are successes. You do hold it tight, stuff enough. You move it slowly to your mouth to take a sip, tilting it very deftly. But you're definitely focused and trying to drink from it.
Do I notice this?
Yeah, you give me a d20 check. I'll roll for others that might notice as well.
Somebody sees it?
No, they don't see it.
Oh, they do see it. Yeah.
Oh, right. You want a little.
Oh, they
You want
do?
to roll low on this one.
No,
Right.
not for the perception.
Yeah, I thought you wanted to roll low.
No.
Roll low.
Perception check is
Oh.
you're beating a target number in that way. So yeah.
Oh, I've got a +4 on my perception. Hang on.
Yeah.
Let's roll
No,
this.
you already rolled it. You rolled.
Yeah, look, it's the same.
Yeah. So you rolled an 18 if you have a +4 to your perception, and and they got a 19 plus whatever, and so you notice that the mug left the table first, then he grabbed it, and then he's slowly bringing it to his mouth to make sure it doesn't spill, and it's nice and steady, but it's slower than usual. So something's weird.
Yeah, I'm
Do
gonna.
I see this? Do I see this as well? Do I
Oh,
see
for
this
sure.
as well to the
For
thing?
sure, you're casting the spell, so you would
Yeah.
definitely see.
Yeah. So as he's about to take his sip, I'm gonna let go of the levitation spell.
Okay, he's deft enough to not.
So that
let-
like all that force he's using. Well,
Yeah.
he's using a lot of force, right? So
Right.
it's kind of like when you're pulling really hard and someone lets go.
Yeah, I made him roll under his physical prowess already, but I can make him roll again. Sure, roll under your physical prowess again. Let's see if you have the ability to
All right.
maintain. Yep, no problem. So you feel the force give way, so you steady it. Senate, you're perceptive enough to notice that there's a slight jostle, but he maintains his hold, and there's no spillage or anything like that as he continues to sip.
I feel like I should take it back because turns out we did have time to talk about the floor nectar after all. Just given how productive for the plot this has been.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, I got more.
Yeah, great.
I'm not done yet.
All right. So
Okay. Anyways, I'm going to go.
okay. So you
I am leaving.
yeah.
As I said, let's go.
As he's going, can I do something else?
Yeah, you totally can. You're invisible sitting outside, but first I want to hear from Senate. What do you want
Oh,
to do?
okay. Like. Okay.
So, big guy's leaving. Portland already, air quote, left. I mean, I'm at this point. I suspect what's happening, but I don't know definitively.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So I don't really want to leave him on his own necessarily, but at the same time, we're now running on rather thin ice.
Yeah, this is making it exceedingly difficult for us to actually accomplish what we need to accomplish.
So I'm going to finish out the last of my drink
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of gauge the room. Is there anybody making eyes?
Oh, the bartender is watching the whole thing. He's still polishing that same glass. Clive has since looked down into the bottom of another pint. There's a few other people around that are watching you guys. But the bartender is the one that's watching most intently.
Well, I'm going to pay my remaining tab before just walking out the door.
Yep.
And then not make a show of it, but nurse my beer until the point that Portland comes back. There shouldn't be too much left because I only had the one.
Okay, so you're waiting for Portland to return?
Yeah.
Okay.
Team player and all that.
All right. but Sir Luc, you're leaving?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have an idea of what's going on, and I'm not particularly happy.
DT, what's up? You're on?
So I have this thing called a throwing stone.
Yeah.
It's let me read it to you. Yeah. It's from RBM 95, just so you know. Essentially, the spell enables the caster to draw upon the earth to magically make a hardball-sized circular stone appear in his hand
Yeah.
per each of his melee actions. The stone is then hurled with surprising accuracy and distance, and it hits with the force of a cannonball.
That's right. Yep.
And it's a temporary mega damage weapon. With that, I'm assuming this guy who's drinking this beer is not wearing a helmet. If I throw this stone at his head, would that kill him?
Yeah, for sure. It does.
Okay.
It does 1d6 plus 1 point of mega damage per level of experience in your third level or second level. So that would do a minimum of 3 mega damage, which is 300 SDC damage. So that would definitely,
Holy shit.
if it hit
That's
him
amazing.
anywhere, it would kill him.
Cool. Well then, I'm gonna kill this guy.
Clive?
I'm going to.
Really?
No, I'm gonna kill Bragg.
Oh, Bragg. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get covered in splatter. You're about to go fishing with him tomorrow.
Not Bragg.
Never
I'm going
mind.
with Clive, man.
Oh, right. Never mind.
Yeah.
All right.
I am gonna wait for Sir Luc to leave though, so that he's not incriminated.
Okay. Cool. So,
Yeah.
Sir Luc, you leave then?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll remind you, DT, that Portland's spell
I'm gonna kind of look around out.
only lasts for 2 rounds. So 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead there, Sir Luc.
I was just going to say that I'm going to look around to see if I can find Portland, knowing full well he's probably invisible. I'm never going to do it, but I'm just. I want to have a discussion with him.
Okay. So you step outside, start looking around. What do you say?
Well, I'm going to walk to the outhouse, thinking, well, maybe he's in this direction.
Okay. So you walk past Portland unbeknownst to you as he basically stays near the window looking into the bar. And you head toward the outhouse. So you do see Sir Luc walk past you, Portland?
Yep.
With
Oh, wait.
a very foul look on his face.
Yeah. Looks
That's
unimpressed.
just the amount of fiber you ate. You're heading
Yeah,
for that
exactly.
outhouse.
Yeah. Fair enough. Unimpressed. Yeah. Okay. I'll wait till he's like out of eye shot, I guess, and then I'm gonna launch this throwing stone.
Okay, so you cast the spell, and it will completely
let me
obliterate
roll for
the
it.
window, right? So,
Yep.
all right, cool.
Sounds good.
All right, Takeo, you can.
Do I roll it now or no?
Senate continues to wait.
Yeah, I don't see why he wouldn't.
Okay, cool.
That's convenient for me.
All right, so you're aiming for his head, then, Portland.
Well, I think any part of his body probably would kill him. Right?
Okay,
He's not wearing any.
so just aiming for him.
He's wearing any armor.
All right, and let me just take a
I
look
might as
here.
well I just might as well because if he's not wearing any armor, I'm gonna put it through this guy.
Yeah, most definitely. So you would have a +6 to strike.
How do I do that?
You just roll a d20 and add 6 to it.
Does this kick off my sixth sense?
Yeah, for sure.
Precognitive flash of imminent. Yeah.
There's danger coming.
Yeah, I don't see any danger because I've been watching.
But
So-
you feel some danger.
Yeah, I feel the danger. Oh
Yeah.
boy, the danger. I'm going to go with...
which means you need to take off 2 ISP.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Alter Aura. Because I have no reason to suspect that this would be a friendly fire incident, and more, someone showing up, and I don't want to be found out because of all the discussions of the bad things that happen to psychics here.
Cool.
So that's a grand total of, wait a minute, 4 ISP.
And I'll
I'm gonna
have
make myself look like a regular country bumpkin.
Yeah, I'll have you go down the list of what Alter Aura allows you to alter and make those decisions. You don't have to inform me now. Just when I ask for your aura, you let me know. So,
Sure.
Portland, you can give that strike roll, right? D20. Add 6. 6 and 6 is 12. So, Senate, the window near you explodes in a shower of glass. And it's like something is shot through. Mugs smashed that are in the way and the like, and there's an explosion of gore as Bragg is hit by some object that tears him almost in two. Give me a D6 there, Portland Mud.
A D6? Sure.
Yeah, and
What's that do?
that's the damage. So you do you have +2 per level of experience to that. So that's 7 total mega damage that tears through that window, through Bragg, through a couple more patrons, and through the wall behind as it blasts. It's almost like a cannonball firing through this place. It does 700 SDC damage, cool. Blasting a hole in the back wall. There's blood everywhere. The force impact has shattered things, and I don't know, where did you end up there, Senate?
I mean, from the sounds of it, on the floor.
Okay, makes sense.
Covered in debris and cut and all this other nonsense. I'm sitting here thinking like, oh, there's going to be a dog boy walking in. Meanwhile, we just got broadsided.
Yeah. And Sir Luc, you don't...
a probable lunatic.
You don't go into the outhouse, but you certainly hear the explosion of a cannonball hitting. Not the one was fired, but the sound of the impact of a cannonball hitting this bar. People
I turn around,
screaming. Yeah.
Holy shit! So I'll go running back.
Okay, you go running back.
I feel like I'm on the floor. I'm on the floor doing that whole, like, you have massive tinnitus from all the noise, just going mop, mop.
Yeah.
Nobody watches Archer. Fine. Just me then.
Just you, yeah.
All right. Yeah, Sir Luc, you...
I have watched it a couple of times, but not my thing.
You open up the door there, and... people have hit the ground.
How fast did he get back in time?
Very fast. He's extremely fast. What's your speed, Sir Luc?
My speed is a 40.
It is freight. It's like freight train.
Yeah, he can move.
That's a good analogy.
Yeah, that's 40 feet per second is how fast he can move. So he's fast. He's faster than humanly possible, really. So
it's good you don't appear supernatural to these people.
Yeah, not at all. Yeah, not at all.
But you whip open the door, you see the situation there. People are people are torn in half, right? I think, what was it, Barrett's Privateers, that people were smashed like a bowl of eggs as the image of a cannonball strike. Jesus. So Bragg is literally torn in half. Like, his guts are all over the place.
Senate.
You're yelling Senate?
You're really bad at cover names. It's actually incredible.
I mean, sorry, what did we say? Your name
doesn't matter. In the moment,
what your name was.
In the moment, Sir Luc called Senate. That's all.
There's an honesty about it, so I kind of I'm on the ground and I'm like waving them off, like, what are you doing?
I go down.
I'm
Be
like,
okay.
So after, by the way, after I've done this, I'm going to be running somewhere else until I find somewhere safe to be unvisible, to become visible again.
Where do you want to
And then
go
walk
to?
back to the tavern. Not back to the tavern. Back to the. What do you mean?
Where's somewhere safe? I guess. Like, what are you envisioning?
I'm playing like a dark, area that I'm
Okay.
scoping out to just make sure there's no civilians that can see me.
Okay, so you find a
And I'll
hidden
walk
place.
back to our hotel thing or lodging. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Sir Luc.
So I'm
Senate.
lifting like debris and tables off of Senate.
And I'll just kind of wave them off, like, go help somebody else. Go help someone who's exploded. I'm fine.
Yeah, so
Start
I'm gonna look
Fishing
for people
myself out of the debris.
I'm gonna look for people who are injured and alive, but who need first aid.
Yep, there's a few of them there.
Also, pay your bar tab while you're at it.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a guy that's like.
I'm on the ground playing up the shell shock game.
Yeah, there's a guy who's got a limb missing. There's a number of people that have chunks of wood and stuff embedded in their bodies. Yeah, it's like a cannonball got shot through here, according to the description of the spell, right? So.
Jesus Christ.
Am I making some kind of a save? Because I was kind of nearby, and I hesitate to even approach the thought of asking the question, but I'm going to.
I don't think so. I think that you weren't targeted at all, and so because of that, you just reacted with some foresight and hit the ground. So I don't think you didn't even need to make a dodge or anything like that. You weren't even the target.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. Just checking.
So Sir Luc, give me a paramedic check.
All right, let's go with paramedic. That is under my skills. Where's my paramedic? That is. Trying to find it here. Here you go. Okay.
Okay, wait. You're going to be at a.
Oops.
That's okay. You're unsuccessful. I was going to give you a penalty because you don't have stuff with you to do this, but that's okay. You were unsuccessful anyway. So you try to stem the flow of blood of the man who's lost a limb, and you are unsuccessful, and he dies. There's no way you could have possibly saved him, given the lack of equipment. It wasn't for lack of trying, but it was just too much. Other people are trying to stagger out of the place and get away. And some of the first people that step out start calling, "Alarm! Alarm!" And it echoes into the night. And we will stop there. It's now chaotic in Unity.
Yeah.
And
This is stealth for this group. This typifies stealth.
No, that's not true. You did not roll any stealth rules here. No.
All right.
You're right, because the stealth rules would have saved it. Is how that goes.
All
This
right.
is so bad. So
So,
bad. How do you make things so hard?
What do you mean?
So,
What do you mean? What do I
playing my
mean?
character. I'm playing my damn character. Screw you.
all right. So,
Oh my God, this is gonna be so hard.
thank you for.
It's like a bag of cats in a hurricane. It just doesn't make sense.
I want to add before we conclude here that our listeners, if you think you saw that shit coming, that I was gonna pull that, then you are amazing soothsayer, is what I'm saying. No one could have predicted that shit from
Throw
happening.
that in the comments if you saw that coming, because
Please
honestly,
do.
I needed you about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, please do. Because if you predicted that I was going to do that, then you know what? You should buy a lottery ticket. I'm trying to keep shit fresh here. Come on now, guys. I'm just playing my character doing crazy ass shit.
Fresh.
Fresh.
Just threw a fucking MDC attack within a hand's width of like my body. That's sweet.
But I was extremely accurate, so you didn't know anything to worry about.
Well, sort of accurate. I mean, there was some collateral damage.
No, I got my target.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
several
yeah,
targets behind them.
Imagine
sure
if
there
he
won't
had
be any
rolled a
fallout for
1 or
that.
something.
You should really hear that. You should really read that apparent thing or aberrant. I think
Aberrant.
aberrant. Yeah, aberrant thing. Auto damage is just part of the mission.
All right.
I was just hoping you were fucking with me.
No,
I
I
was
was. Well, I
hoping
will
and
tell you
praying.
after we log off here. I'll tell you exactly why I did exactly what I did. I don't want to ruin it for our listeners.
Okay.
All right. Thank you guys for
Here's why I drink.
watching one more time. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button. If you really enjoyed it, hit subscribe. Put those comments down below and tell them what you really think of them, I guess. And we hope you join us next time.
Please do. Please do.
I'm Magnum Pi.
I'm gonna get a lot of hate. I know this. It's fine. I'm okay with it.
I'm Magnum
Yes.
Pi. I'm
Yes,
here
you
with Teku, Golgotha, Vahilo, and Dark Templar, and we are Initiative 0.
It's me, God damn it.
See you next time.
God damn it.